Welcome to episode 9, and this is a broken hobbyist engine. I thought I worked it out last episode, but it turns out, no, look, it's got water, it's got coal, it's got a direct redstone signal, nothing. Doesn't heat up, it doesn't do anything. This thing, I also made sure it had a second recipe in there because the rolling machine won't do the last pattern unless you force it with this click. So I made sure that there was a second lot of iron in there in order to get it to run once, but it just refuses to do it. So apparently this isn't going to cut it. And I'm not sure why that is. Maybe something happened during the RF rollover that Railcraft went through recently. Perhaps this thing doesn't recognize this thing, which is interesting. I checked the configs. This does in fact want power, so otherwise it would probably function anyway. So yeah, that's a thing that's happened. I'm not sure what's causing it or why, but you know, I can't force this thing to function. It won't eat coal, it won't heat up. It doesn't matter whether the signal is on or off. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. So let's check out another method we can do that, and for that we're going to go to Ender.io because I feel like that has a sufficiently low-tech option for basic RF generation. Not Endertech, Ender.io. We want the Stirling generator. We're going to want some basic gears, a piston, a furnace and some bricks, and that is easy enough as it is. Those are sticks and some cobble. So if we come out here to our chest, get some wood, got the cobble, go over to our awesome crafting table, get plenty of sticks. Right. Whoa, none in the middle, please. So we want 2 of them. And it was a furnace and some bricks, right? And a piston. So I need a little bit of redstone, which is in our little hut. Yep, today we're gonna still continue on with the whole railcraft idea. I'm just not sure what we're gonna do about that whole steam power thing. I think maybe once we get the rolling machine working and can make an actual commercial steam engine or something, things might look a little better, but the hobbyist engine, unless I'm just doing something real dumb, seems kind of broken, and I'm not sure why, because I thought I had it last episode, but it just magically stopped working. Bricks. Right, so I didn't make the furnace. Here we go, furnace, bricks, pistons, nope, the furnace goes in the middle, Stirling generator. Okay, so this thing is kind of like a hobbyist engine, I guess. It produces a small amount of power for the cost of coal or charcoal or any burnable fuel for that matter. So it kind of does the same thing. Let's put some coal in there. It'll start generating RF, and immediately this thing is functioning. So, you know, I might be a bit crazy, but I don't think I'm quite that crazy. And this seems to have finished smashing up ores, which is great. We'll just take those, no bricks can stay in there. And if you remember, the whole reason we were going through the hobbyist steam engine in the first place was because we wanted to move on to a commercial steam engine so we could try and power it off this. And then that would kind of get the ball rolling. So that's what we needed. We needed those iron plates, which is all good. Commercial. So we need some iron gears. We can either make railcraft iron gears, which require tin buntings. Are they buntings? Bushings. With iron around them. I think we might do that, because I need 2 anyway, and you get 2 from one craft. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 8 iron. We also need another piston and a piece of glass, so 1 more piece of iron. Go back out to our project table over here. We want the bushings. We want both of them in there because we want to make 2 iron gears. We'll just sit them there for now, and those there. And that stuff can wait patiently up there while I go and get a piece of redstone. Now it's becoming nighttime again. Beat the clock or sleep? I think beat the clock. Piston, and it was a piece of glass, wasn't it? Ah, no. Wait. Yeah. I got ahead of myself. I like it when I do that. Okay, so hopefully this one will actually behave, because this one takes steam directly, rather than having to burn to create steam. But you don't seem to be wanting to take the steam in from here, do you? I'm sure you're the right way around. Let's go sleep. Because yes, I still haven't lit this area up. I swear I'll get around to prettying this place up. Okay, let's try and work this out. You are a commercial steam engine. Maybe. Let's pick that up. Put that down, pick that up. This doesn't require any sort of input. It would automatically start feeding steam into the object if it could take it, but let's see if a redstone signal helps. Yeah. Let's Ender IO it again. I have another way I think we can deal with this. I need a basic fluid conduit. We need conduit binder, conduit composite, sand, clay, gravel. I probably have sand, clay, and gravel. I have sand. Clay and gravel. It's been a few days, so I'm kind of out of sorts to where absolutely everything is, but we'll catch up soon enough. Clay is easy. I can just go diving for it. There's some. Digging it with my hands. Because I didn't realise until I jumped in the water that I didn't have any tools on me. Well, I do have my tool on me, actually. I have my excavation focus. See, still getting adjusted. I've actually been playing on another server, doing a lot of Greg Tech, so I've been very technologically focused, and a lot higher tech. It's not to say we won't be high tech in this series at all, it's just that I'm kind of going through a bit of a fun little progression thing with you guys in this series. Which is why it's a little bit frustrating that I'm kind of having to skip to End.io to figure out why Railcraft isn't being friendly. So, if we clear that grid, and basic fluid went there. Huh? Oh, that's quartz glass, isn't it? Quite clear glass. And only the alloy smelter can make it. That's not good. I don't want to have to go into the alloy smelter already. What intermediate tube do we have? We have tubes. That's a tube. We need plastic, which is made from clay, coal, and sand. We can do that one. Nope, other way around. Plastic pellets. Then I need to cook the plastic pellets. Go. And then we simply need a basic tube. Undrop them, extracting, filtering tube. 2 pieces of plastic and a piece of glass. Okay, that gives us enough tube. So, this will be rearranged so it fits a bit better into this space. You are still not going to accept that, are you? I mean, the tube's connecting and everything, but I'm not seeing steam going. Well, extraction tube, requesting tube. Maybe it's an extraction tube. Fluid extraction tube, there we go. That's what we want. We want fluid circuit, redstone requires that. Cool, we want 2 of them. Yes. Unless, no, you make plenty, so we actually only want 1. 2, 4, and 3 redstone plus a bucket. We'll just use the bucket that's on me and make a new one later. And I think it was 3 redstone, but oh well. Oh wait, I need 2 buckets? Yeah, I need 2 buckets. Okay. Right. There was 1 extra iron. Bucket. Just so I remember. Iron and gold. That makes us that, which now, shapeless, we make 2 fluid circuits. And with the fluid circuit there and there and a tube, no, is it? It's more complex than that, huh? Fluid extraction tube. Fluid. Yeah, we need a normal extraction tube first. Sticky piston. Can we manage a sticky piston? That is a question of the ages. We want a few more pieces of iron. I think we can manage it. A sticky piston. Let's take a look. Slime, yay, we have slime, excellent. So, I forgot the piece of redstone. Actually, I think I've got redstone on me, I do. See, still not used to coming back to this particular instance of Minecraft. I forget that I have my crafting pack. Yeah. So we want 1 more piece of iron. Iron, redstone, cobble, and wood. Piston, tube, hopper, other way around. Piston isn't sticky. Now we have a sticky piston. Piston, tube, hopper, extraction. Oh my god, we're so close. Fluid extraction. Awesome. I suppose this is a good way to introduce tubes as a mod as well, which is cool. Ah, yeah, see, that works. Fluid extraction, commercials going. It's wonderful. Except, have you sucked all that out? No. I suppose you will only extract as much as this wants to give you. What determines when you will actually provide? So that stops you. Right, okay. Interesting. So you do need a redstone signal. But now we have steam power, folks. Crude, because it's sticking in the middle of our floor, but we do. We have steam power. Well, we've always had steam power, but we have railcraft steam power now, which is a little more universal, which is cool. Yeah, I'm not sure why you don't automatically want to take the steam out of anything. I guess it makes sense, actually. It needs to be pushed into the device. So, what we were going to do with that steam power and the commercial steam engine and so on, and we don't actually need you running right now, is that we were going to work out a cool system to get our Golem Farms trees from over here. You guys have done so well. I'm so proud of you. To get the wood from over here back on up over to there and into our coal coke oven. The other thing we might actually do is we might make a dedicated charcoal building, charcoal burners building right here. This nice open spot that I've kind of farmed out a little bit, and we'll stick the coal coke oven and stuff in there rather than having it bunched up against our workshop. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, but we want to take apart this thing in order to do that. So I'm going to cut here, and when I come back we'll have a basic foundation similar to the way this worked, with a little bit of layout so we know what we're going to do, how the track's going to come through, etc, etc. So I'll see you once that foundation is laid. Just as the sun goes down, isn't that nice? See you soon. Okay, I'm back, and just running back to the golems because I think I've got a basic foundation. You can see I moved the coke oven down here, and you'll see I've made space for 2 more. But the idea, I think, and if you follow with me, is that a new golem who is in charge of this chest, he will take from this sorry, not chest, barrel. He'll take from this barrel and load it into a train loader. That is a... Let's go to Railcraft in here. Railcraft. Cool. He will pop that into an advanced loader, wherever you might be. Item loader, item unloader, advanced item loader. So we need a normal item loader, which is pretty simple to make. Just a few steps involved. Anyway, he will take wood from here and pop it into an advanced item loader, which will have a train track leading from that advanced item loader that comes this way, turns, goes this way, and then parks itself kind of like here, where there will be an advanced item unloader, which then takes the wood from in here into some sort of storage that sits there or something. I'm not quite sure yet. Yes, it's a small building, and the sun, as always, is going down while I'm doing my explanations. Oh boy. Right, so where were we? So it will come in through the wall and into a storage medium. The place is quite small because all it's doing is it's dedicated to charcoal. It's dedicated to burning the wood, turning it into charcoal, which we then use to power our steam age systems, or other burning systems, I guess. Anyway, from that medium, I figure we'll continue the trend I just started with tubes, and have tubes deliver the charcoal into the coke ovens. As you can see, the coke ovens are actually going to be part of the wall, which is pretty cool. And then from there, the charcoal and creosote will be stored, and I figure the charcoal will be stored in a big pile of crates, and I'm thinking the big pile of crates will be out here, so similar to that one up there, but it'll probably be bigger, and it'll hold all the charcoal that this thing produces. As for creosote, I figure that we're going to have to invest in extra utilities drums, which is pretty cool. Those take iron. We've already made one this season. It's up here, currently storing creosote. So actually, why don't we move it to where it now belongs? Don't tell me about how much is in there. I want it. So yeah, we'll have a whole bunch of drums, and those will probably sit out back, probably like up against the wall in drum fashion, towering. The other thing this building's going to have, once we've designed it, it's going to look in the same vein as this one, although I think a little more stone and a little less wood, and then it's going to have like a brick chimney coming off the top. And I think that'll be pretty cool. That brick chimney, hopefully we can come up with some sort of smoking device, and I think Railcraft actually helps us there. Or TF does. Smoker. Yep, there you go. Cauldron, netherrack, 2 redstone. Let's actually go make that and see what kind of mischief we can do with it. So we want 7 iron for the cauldron, and the rest of it is on us, except for the netherrack probably. Let's get into our bag. We want... No, we don't. Not yet. We don't want any of this yet. Give me the netherrack. Right. Cauldron first. Clear. Cauldron. 2 redstone. And netherrack. Smoker. So will this do for our chimney? Probably. Let's stick it here and see what it gets up to. Oh yeah, that's a fair enough amount of smoke. I think that will do just fine. Maybe we'll have a couple of chimneys instead of just one on the top pouring out smoke. I think that'll look really good. Cool. Alright, so unfortunately we have hit 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop the episode here, and when we come back, hopefully we can work on designing the function of the building. I think I want to get the new golem made and the rail tracks and stuff going first before we aesthetically build this place up, before we actually pretty things up. That way we know where everything is in its place, so we can design around it. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye! Okay, actually, you know what? We're 10 minutes short. I thought it was 30 minutes because of the... I just kept filming when I went on the break to do the foundation, so that's what happened there. So we'll do a little bit more, and I think what we'll do is we will start by laying out our tracks. What's cool is, even though I don't think it should be grass for underneath the tracks, what we can do later is we can make a train called an undercutter. This guy will let us replace, as you can see in the tooltip, replaces the blocks under the track. So it doesn't matter if we build the track now or later, because that guy can do that job for us. I think we'll just go this way. So much plant life. It's great. It gets a little annoying having your inventory fill up with so many different kinds of stuff, but small price to pay for having such a wonderful, lush looking thing. Do we want the train? Yeah, we want the train to go down this way. We're already going to run out of track, but that's fine because we have creosote. We also have a working rolling machine. Yeah. And I might actually have some more track laying about. Any in my bag? No. Any in here? No. Is there any in here? There's 12. Actually, I think that's all we need. Okay. So, there's a couple of things we want to do. We want the train to stop pretty much over there. So in order to stop the trains rolling off the end, there is a particular kind of track that we want, and I think we'll finish out the episode by making that. We want this one, buffer stop track. So we're going to need a block of iron, some standard rails, and wooden rail bed, which is easy enough to make, and we have a considerable amount more iron than we used to, so it shouldn't matter much. And there's another 14 iron for us. Right. I'll leave those nuggets in there, since that bench will likely be the one in charge of doing that stuff. Let me just drop off this plant life. Make more compost for me, please. That's what I've been doing with my inventory filling up with plant life. It's just take it over there and make some compost. It's great because later on we're probably going to want a lot of compost for our build. We already have the ties we need. So we only really need the tracks. Let's make... It's not enough for 2, that is though. And we want more. Give to me more, please. What's great about the rolling machine too is it'll, even though it's slow, it'll just keep doing the work that it's got to do. Do we get 1 or 2 from this? We get 16! Okay, so we don't need that actually. Let's just cancel that. That's a lot of buffer stop tracks. I suppose you do invest an entire block of iron into it, so... Thanks, CJ. I appreciate it. So that, and then what was the rest? Rail ties. Bam. So these go on the ends of our track. Here. Nope. Wrong. Wrong and bad. Crowbar. There and... there. So that just stops the train rolling off the end. It's very handy. So the train will stop here and the train will stop, yep, just here. So we probably will have the loader facing here. So this will be the loader and it'll take from the side of the minecart that is stopped, which means we need boarding tracks. Locking track stops and holds carts. I think it might be the locking track because at some point, it's been a long time since I've really used Railcraft. Well, I really don't like the janky strength bauble thing going on. I'd take that off for now. We don't need it right now anyway. Yeah, I think it's the locking track, and then you use the crowbar to change what it does. In advanced rail isn't showing me a recipe, which tells me that I did not correctly or haven't installed the NEI plugin for it. Let's go sleep again. But I think I remember the recipe. I think it's redstone, gold and iron. 3 of each in the rolling machine. So we want iron, gold, and redstone. Redstone middle, gold on the right, iron in the left. No. Does it have to be normal track? We might have to leave this one to the next episode. The image clearly shows it's iron on the left, but it might be track on the left, gold on the right. So let's make some more track after all. Those engines are very cool. I love the steam and the sound they make. And I love how it's being powered off our already established flaxbeds infrastructure. It's perfect. It can go the other way too. You can push steam through this end and into the flaxbed system, which is also very, very awesome. Okay, so are you, in fact, track? Yes, perfect. Okay, great. No need to worry. This guy's already sped up considerably. Yeah, every time we turn him off he cools down, which is why it's so slow to begin with. I'm proud of my memory. So we wanted what for the locking track? Tie, we have that, we don't have the pressure plate. Do I have stone on me? I don't. I have cobblestone but not stone. So let's make you, and was like this, yeah? Redstone on top. We have locking tracks. Cool. So the thing with locking tracks is that you want them to face. You can. This one's a neutral locking track, but if I right click it, change to train lockdown, holding mode, boarding mode. And I think we want boarding mode. And you got the different boarding modes facing the different directions because of the arrows. So we want that one because the train's going to stop here, and once this is finished unloading, it'll send a redstone signal telling this to release the train to go off that way. And unfortunately you're going to have to wait until next episode before we see this in action, and proof is in the pudding, so that's a thing. Let's do that and change you to boarding mode. Cool. So I think that'll do it. I think we have officially this time done our 30 minutes. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.